Gate 5, The Art of Generosity. My contract with myself. With each and every deed, word, glance, and touch, I come to give, to heal, to ease, and to support. Each time I start to think, I gave but received nothing in return, I will remind myself, in giving, I received. I will remind myself to constantly look for ways to see the spirit and soul of those around me, rather than their external wrappings. My generosity will awaken you and enable you to see all those fleeting, dynamic things around you, your body, your house, your thoughts, and your emotions, are not actually you. This realization allows you to recognize your own infinity, the spirit within you, and the soul within you that endures. My signature that in every deed, word, glance, and touch, I have come only to give, heal, ease, and support. Dana. The Sanskrit word dana refers to the concept of donation. When I am in the mindset of giving with no motivation to receive, and I give out of the goodness of my heart, I am filled with purity. My conscience is calm. When I am in the mode of generosity, with no ulterior motive of personal gain, my heart is open. I stop worrying about my own needs, what's hard for me, what hurts me, or what bothers me. I stop thinking about what's in it for me. I am filled with emotion. I am moved by your happiness and by the good I have done. Generosity, the act of giving, is a tool that balances me and enables me to live a life of joy. Giving of myself from what I have and what I can share with others is both the most important and the most moving purpose of my life. It must be practiced by all of us so that we may live in peace and freedom within ourselves. We should teach those around us, our friends, our children, our students, and our work colleagues, to live in this state of consciousness. In sports, for example, we should be non-competitive. We should support one another and be there for each other. This way, we all grow, and we reduce injuries by focusing less on personal achievement and more on mutual support. This approach should be applied in all areas of life. At work, we should operate as a team. We should collaborate, share profits, enjoy the benefits of our efforts and successes, and even face failures together as a team. Because this is what we remember: the togetherness, the cohesion, and the support. And this is how we build lifelong friendships. Our generosity, our outpouring from our own abundance, is the key to living a joyful and balanced life. This is an intrinsic part of our human existence as free, enlightened people. So be generous. Give as much as you can. Be generous with your talents, your time, your money, your nourishment, your touch, and your love. Give. Vishuddha, the chakra of communication and purity. I gently place my fingers on my neck. My eyes fill with the color sky blue, the color of the morning sky, a soft light blue, and I hum the sound of hum. I connect to the area of my body responsible for communication. I breathe deeply, and my throat opens its gates to the world. As if I've created a hole in the middle of my throat that allows energy to flow freely, like a fresh breeze that blows straight into my throat through the hole in my neck, blowing out all the waste with it. I picture fresh, translucent white air coming in while gray air leaves, repeating this cycle until the outgoing air is as clean and white as the incoming air. I am connected to my throat, my mouth, my lips, my vocal cords, and my lungs as they fill with clean air. I deeply explore my communication chakra. I check in on my relationships, my connections with others, and how I communicate with people around the world. Does my relationship with you come from a loving heart? Is it compassionate and giving rather than motivated by ulterior motives or personal gain, even if those are hidden? I examine my relationships. When my generosity is pure, my chakra is open, my throat is open, and my words are clear. I think carefully about every word I speak. Is the word I am about to speak one that will connect us? Is it soothing, supportive, healing? If not, I should refrain from saying it. Do I speak to myself with words that evoke love and compassion? Or am I down on myself, angry with myself, criticizing myself, or judging myself? What is my relationship and communication with myself? The tradition of yoga has taught me that first and foremost, I need to communicate with myself in a way that is filled with love, compassion, and generosity. I should treat myself as if I were my own best friend. I should ask myself, how would I treat my best friend if she were me? Would I hug that best friend and support her? Would I see her light and champion her? What words would I choose when speaking to her? And so I pay close attention to the purity of the words I use. I have a duty to speak to myself and others with words of love, inspiration, and positivity. I do not choose words that might cause pain or weaken you, or words that create distance between us. All my relationships require ongoing conscious clarity and purity. The area of my throat and mouth must be clean and pure, while my eyes see the color sky blue. I look to the sky and practice this purity. When my communication is clean, my life is pure. I operate on an elevated plane, free from pain and suffering. My life becomes lighter and more fluid as it flows through me. I gain greater clarity, and love radiates all around me. This energy force field wraps around everyone connected to me. A new world is created where we can all live in clarity. The masks and barriers have fallen. The internal and external become one. The noise ceases and joy blooms. Please note, love of self is not selfish. Don't burden yourselves with worry and don't abuse yourselves. Live in a relationship of clear, supportive communication with yourself, because this is the most fundamental relationship. All other relationships originate from it. Satya, eternal truth. Satya, one of the 10 core tools of yoga, means honesty or truth. Truth is not something to be assumed. As I practice yoga poses, I must listen intently to stay fully present in the here and now with all my senses. I must think like a child or an animal, free of thoughts and feelings, so I can experience things as they truly are. What essentially is the pursuit of truth in my life? I have many stories to tell you about my life, my biography, and my perspective on the world. I could also invent stories about my life. Maybe the things I remember didn't happen exactly as I recall. Truth exists on an alternative plane, a plane that is eternal, timeless, and limitless. It is both the here and now and independent of linear time. It is infinity. I have freed myself from the movie reel I created in my mind, and now I see things clearly. When I live in truth, the result is already built into the act. If my intention was honest, the outcome is what is meant to happen. For example, if I decide to run a marathon for hospital charity, even if I don't end up running the marathon, I have still traveled the road. I have trained, fallen, and gotten back up and raised awareness for that charity. So the outcome happened as it was meant to happen in that particular moment. If someone is in medical school and works as a waiter, each time they serve a customer and show genuine interest, they are already demonstrating qualities of a healing manner, befitting of a doctor. The meaning of satya is to always be in a state of clarity, truth, and complete sensory presence. The rest is just a story, just a movie. The search. To deepen my understanding, I must question. In yoga, this is called swadhyaya, research and exploration of the self. It's an ongoing process of self-evaluation to identify the points in my life that prevent me from experiencing true joy and freedom, and to focus on and work on them daily. This is lifelong work. This is the work of life. Now would be a good time to stop, pause, and grab a pen and paper, and take a moment after each question to listen to your heart and write down what you discover there. Describe a time when you gave your all and loved it so much that your body felt joyful and energized. Think about the small things in life that you enjoy receiving from others and the little actions you could do for someone else. Snacks for the way. What is my practice of generosity today? What could I do to bring a smile to your face? What will I take in my backpack? At the end of the day, you will take with you only what you give away. As we conclude this gate, please take a minute to journal some reflections of gratitude.